What's up, guys? I'm Chris Spags here, back for another showdown breakdown for tonight's Monday Night Football battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers, courtesy of Awesemo.com. Recently, we've been on a heater with these showdown breakdown videos, and I want to keep that same energy today. So right now, please hit that like button, and also comment the guy I think is going to break tonight's slate down below. I've had a bunch of good guesses recently, a lot of good chatter coming out of these videos, so please hit that like button, and also comment your slate breaker down below. But as always, let's waste no time getting to the finer points of this Monday Night Football game between the Packers and the Lions. Let's talk about the quarterbacks here. The first guy to hit on is Matt Stafford in a matchup at Green Bay, in which there are 21 implied points for Detroit. Stafford continues to take a lot of deep shots with 7.8 targets of 20 plus yards per game, and he'll need to make those count, with Green Bay allowing just a 58% completion rate while deflecting 19% of opposing QB's passes. Green Bay has a strong 80 coverage grade from PFF, but Stafford has been pretty good holding onto the ball over 2.5 seconds with a 104.4 QB rating. He's also avoided sacks well with a decent 4.7% sack rate. And on the other side, of course, we have Aaron Rodgers versus Detroit in a game in which there are 24.5 implied points for Green Bay. Rodgers wasn't great without top target Davante Adams versus Dallas in Week 5 as Aaron Jones dominated the ball, but he should have some upside versus a Detroit team that allows 281 passing yards per game. The run game should be a focus again for Green Bay, but Detroit allows big plays with 11 air yards per target, so it's possible that Rodgers is a day worth rostering even if he doesn't see a lot of volume. And now let's talk about the running backs in this Monday Night Football game. Let's start with Kerryon Johnson in a match with Green Bay. Johnson has 20.3 touches per game against the Green Bay defense that allows 5.2 yards per rush, with a bad 52.3 run defense grade from PFF, and Johnson is priced to be playable as a regular spot or a captain. Johnson can suffer similarly to Ezekiel Elliott in Week 5, where the Green Bay run game excelled early and the game flowed him out, but Johnson should have a decent floor overall and upside if Detroit doesn't trail. And on the other side, we have Aaron Jones in this matchup with Detroit. Jones had the Al Bundy special with 19 touches, 8 targets, and 4 touchdowns in Week 5. And with Jamal Williams out again, Jones should be popular despite an extremely high price. Jones's volume should be high once again against the 4.8 yards per rush that Detroit allows, and his likely sky-high ownership or Detroit blowout builds are the only reasons I consider fading Aaron Jones, with no threats to take his opportunity tonight. Now let's talk about the pass catchers in this game, and let's start with the Detroit receivers at Green Bay. Kenny Golladay is the primary wide receiver with 9 targets and 1.5 red zone targets per game, but Marvin Jones could be sneaky with both likely to see tough coverage, and Jones running the same number of routes at 36.8 per game. TJ Hawkinson is expected to play, and he has the best matchup according to DVOA, with Green Bay allowing a 7.6% boost to tight ends, while Danny Amendola's questionable status could be important, with Marvin Hall a playable dart toss from the slot if Amendola is out. And on the other side, we have a weakened group of Green Bay receivers versus Detroit. Everyone looked bad versus Dallas with Davante Adams out, but Marquez Valdes-Scantling can be better outside with his 6.4 targets per game, while Geronimo Allison is likely to see strong slot coverage from Justin Coleman. Jimmy Graham saw only 3 targets last week with Adams out, but Detroit allows a 25.5% boost to tight ends according to DVOA, and Graham ran 27 routes ahead of number 3 wide receiver Jake Kumeral's 25 routes with 2 targets. And it's a showdown, so of course we have to talk about the defenses, and let's start with Green Bay's defense versus Detroit. Green Bay's defense has a solid 8% sack rate and 19% pass deflection rate, but Stafford has avoided INTs well with a 1.4% pick rate, and the O-line has protected him well with a 5% sack rate, so it's a spot worth some exposure, but likely not much. And on the other side, we have the Detroit defense at Green Bay. Detroit's defense has allowed over 400 yards per game and could benefit from Davante Adams' absence, but it's hard to imagine turnovers coming from Rodgers with just a 0.6% INT rate, so they would need some special team success or Aaron Jones fumbles to hit value. And the kickers do look fairly playable in this matchup as well. Mason Crosby looks more appealing, with Green Bay likely to be able to move the ball with more ease, but Matt Prater isn't out of play with the Green Bay defense, who should stiffen up in the red zone with just 4.4 points allowed per red zone visit. So there you have it. That's what I'm seeing so far for what looks like it should be a competitive Monday Night Football matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. So right now, please hit that like button, and also comment the guy who's going to break tonight's slate down below. And as always, if you need some more data to help build your lineups, use this promo code SWITCHANDHEDGE for half off your first month of Awesemo Plus. We have ownership projections and player projections for showdown slates, and we have packages as low as $3.95 a week if you go to awesemo.com/join. So go over there right now, go to awesemo.com/join, find a package that works for you. Go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. I've got content coming out 7 days a week pretty much with the NFL and NBA going on. Also have my personal podcast that comes out on Saturday, so go check out what I'm doing right now at Chris Spags. Thank you guys for watching. The support means a bunch, so hit that like button before you go. I'll see you guys on Thursday for another showdown breakdown. So enjoy the game tonight, guys, and good luck.